Alright guys, well I'm back today with a deal alert video on a ton of different flashlights, including some flashlights as low as right at about $5.50. We're going to be going through a ton of different high value options. At the end, we're actually going to talk about the release of the brand new Wuben X4, a very interesting flashlight, which we will be doing a full review and posting later today. But I did want to mention that at the end if you are interested in some of the new Wuben releases. But let's dig right in, starting with the most affordable flashlight of the bunch in a restock. And this is one of the flashlights that made me do this video today. When I featured this flashlight originally, a lot of you guys bought it and it sold out within a few hours, and now it is finally back in stock, and it's actually a pretty darn good price still. Now this is a multi-use flashlight, as you see, magnetic base, USB-C recharging, little removable clip right here, and this thing is a budget banger. 4.6 stars on Amazon, and wait till you hear the price, $12.99 for a 2-pack, so $6.50 each. But you can actually buy this in 3 different color variations as a 2-pack, and you can also buy it in 3 different color variations as a 4-pack for $21.99, making this $5.50 per light when you buy it as a 4-pack. You can actually long press and utilize a UV light in here, and that UV light can detect counterfeit bills, as you can see here. You can charge the lume of a watch if you wanted to do something like that. And we're going to talk about some other uses for UV, because there are some other UV lights on these platforms. Now, when you long press that and you turn the UV on, you can quickly press and go to a red to save your night vision. You can also get this blue, then you get a flashing red and blue kind of alert symbol, and then you get a flashing white SOS. I love this light. I love the fact that it packs a ton into a really nice small package, and it's got a good center spot and a nice diffuse floodlight. For the price, this thing is going to be incredibly hard to beat, especially when you're buying the 4-pack. But let's move on to another feature-packed flat flashlight that I promised I would talk a little bit more about, the brand new Boruit EV15. Now, this one has a massive lumen output for the size. It's IPX65 waterproof rated, and you can cycle through the modes. You've got low, medium, and high. Now you can long press to turn that off. You can actually double click to go to a blinding turbo mode of 1,000 lumens, and that comes out of this small flashlight. A one-click direct to UV, and this UV actually has a filter over it, so it really does kind of limit that light to just UV, and this one really supercharges the lume on a watch, as you can see here. And this very easily detects counterfeit money, even from a distance. So if you set this up in some type of cash box for Facebook Marketplace deals or something like that, you get a lot of bang for your buck. You can actually double click the UV light for the side cob light, shift through the color variations, and then you can triple click for a kind of flashing or alert strobe. You can single click through there to cycle through. I believe there's even a party mode somewhere in here. Maybe it's in the double click mode. Yeah, I believe it is. But this light has a ton of awesome features. I love it, especially at the price point. Now, these generally sell, there's that party mode, for $32.99. They are on sale right now for $26.39. And on top of that, they have an 8% off redeemable code on the link to drop this a little bit closer to about 25 bucks, maybe a touch under. If you want to pause and read the packaging, you can. Now, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because when I feature a lot of these deals, some of them sell out within a few hours, and inevitably, in every single video, I get a comment saying, hey, they're sold out, or the price is up, bait and switch. Guys, I don't control the pricing, and I don't control how many they have at a certain price, so you'll want to make sure you're watching these videos as soon as they post and making sure you're subscribed so you don't miss these deals. Another awesome deal that I discovered while browsing the Amazon machine was this guy right here. Now, I've seen this form factor of flashlights, and that seems to be the trend with Amazon. You may get a Chinese factory making something, then they rebrand it or offshoot it to another company, or another company steals their design, but I've seen this style flashlight. This one, though, is pretty slick, especially at the price point. It actually has an LCD screen that reads out the battery percentage. You can cycle through those modes, and it is a very simple UI. There is no holding. It's just simply click and cycle through. Now, you can long press that guy for the UI and get a insanely bright UV light. This thing is super bright. So for the guys who really want like UV lighting, this thing works amazing. So if you have scorpions like my cameraman, that's another nice touch that you may want something like that as well. And again, for that counterfeit money, hold on, let's cycle through. That's the only problem with this particular one is that user interface. But look at the UV power of that guy right there. That thing is insane. So anyways, this is pretty cool. The side button right here illuminates the cob light, magnetic base. You can cycle through the modes. You've got that little alert strobe right there if you wanted to put that on the side of your backpack while walking at night. And here's the great thing. I've seen these lights sell from anywhere from $50 to $70 per light. This one generally sells for $49.99, but for a 2-pack, which drops the price to $25 a light. But right now it's on sale for 20% off at $39.99 for a 2-pack. You are getting a flat flashlight with that powerful UV, side cob light, and everything right at $20 per light with free shipping when you order the 2-pack. Now, I featured this before, but it had sold out or the price went up. I can't remember. Was getting some comments in that particular video. Well, I told you guys I will mention them again as I go on, and this one is back on sale. Now, if you're interested in something a little bit more elegant, a little bit more refined, the Olight Arc Felt UV is a classic UV white light option. You've got the UV light and you've got the white light built into the head with this rotating switch. Again, same reason for all the other UVs. Long press to cycle through the modes. Really nice user interface, low battery indicator, but this one is a magnetic recharging base. That comes with the magnetic charger in the box, or you can do the magnetic charger Olight stands. Now these generally sell for $80. It's on sale for the lowest price in 30 days with this green color configuration at $67.99. Another awesome little light from Olight is this guy right here. It's a removable flashlight from a key ring, and this is a unique feature that I've really only seen on this one particular Olight. It's got the USB recharging system on the back that you can cover up to protect it, so you can plug it into any USB port, and you can hold it in your hands and kind of pull out with a knurling and use the flashlight itself. Very simple mode of operation. 50 lumens, attach it to a key ring, pop it off, use it, drop it back in, it turns itself off. These generally sell for $20. There are 5 color variations if you like to kind of mix and match EDC colors or color match EDCs. They're on sale for $13.79. All the linking and information will be in the description below. It always is if you're watching these videos. Now, I love digging through Amazon, and if you guys like looking at some of these products before you buy them, that's another good reason to sub the channel. Now, this Coon flashlight is probably one of the cheapest full-size flat flashlights that actually works and works well. This one does have a magnetic base, USB-C recharging, simple mode of operation. You click the button at the top and you have 2 options. Defensive strobe, which I love that it goes right to, or like an SOS alert. The bottom larger button with the texturing right here just turns the flashlight on. It's got a nice diffuse light for close-up work. When you click it up, it goes from low to high. Love it. It's so simple. If you're walking in a parking lot at night, or you're hiking, or you're jogging, and a dog runs up on you and you're worried, just strobe it in the face, confuse it, try to go the other way. If you're walking to a car at night and somebody is approaching you and you feel uncomfortable, but they're not doing enough to warrant any type of self-defense action, boom, strobe them, take a step back. Yeah, they may get agitated, but that disorients them enough for you to get away in a dangerous situation. Or you can just use the standard flashlight buttons right there. Now, when I launched this, I believe these guys, when I first saw them, were like 12 to 15 bucks. When I did my first video, they were $10 per light and $20 for a 2-pack, or maybe it was $12 for the light and $20 for the 2-pack. Well, the single light sold out and so did the 2-pack, but they are back in stock. The 2-pack is $19.99, so $10 per light when you buy the 2-pack. A lot of these companies are doing 2-packs lately. That just happens to be what's in stock, so I'm letting you guys know about them so you can save some money. Now, let's quickly talk about the brand new Wuben X4, but make sure you check out the full review if you're interested. It's a brand new release from Wuben that has a lockout mode, and then it has a side cob light mode, and you can actually cycle through a few different modes on this guy with a long press. You also have the front light mode, which has a rotary knob that you can adjust brightness on, which is pretty darn cool. And then you have the low lumen lockout mode. So it's sort of like a lockout mode. So if it's accidentally in your pocket and you press it, it's only that low lumen mode. So if you're camping at night or something like that. I love this light. I love the fact too that you can access the battery right here. When you want to recharge it, you can use the USB-C or you can swap out the battery. A lot of companies are going towards that dual fuel design or dual opportunity design. But again, we'll be doing a full review on this. I did want to mention that Wuben just launched this light and it's selling right now for right at about $50. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's shove this in the algo and let me know what types of lights you want to see. We span the gamut today, everything from a $5.50 flat flashlight with a ton of features all the way up to a more premium flat flashlight that goes for about $70. But I want to hear your thoughts so I can tailor my finds to what you guys want. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.